All right, we're good.
Hope everyone can hear that.
Yep.
All right, session 4. The party heads toward the manor house on the Forsaken Isle. In the night, the party discovers a group of goblins heading toward the mines. After defeating the goblins, the party arrive at the House of Unkindness, the manor house of Raven. The party defeat goblins and deep wolves guarding the outside of the manor. In the entryway, the party is attacked by some huge, twisted monstrosity, and with some difficulty finally defeated. The party finds a secret armory and an elvish longbow. After a dangerous and goblin-filled trek through the manor house, the party reach the attic, which is where we are now. Everybody see the map?
Yep.
What's the lighting situation up here?
You
For me.
should, Gunther should be able to see. He has a torch. I lit it for him.
Okay, I have my torch up. Yep. Okay. I want to make sure that was done if it hadn't been.
Parrot, do you see the map?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, I didn't see your picture in the lower left-hand corner, so. Okay. So it's up to you guys what you do from here.
Our goal here is still try to find the humans. Correct? Team?
To see if anybody is left alive, to see if there's any humans left alive, and to perhaps find Cord's boss, Pappy, the leader of Clan Jurgen, or the leader of Clan Fornost, was also taken here.
Just wanted to make sure I was clarifying my current purpose. Got it. Love it.
Cool.
Can we
investigate these boxes around here, or should we dig around a little bit, team?
Don't really have much in the way of opening boxes, but it's a good idea.
When you open the boxes, they look like older clothes, some furnishings. They don't look like anything important. They look like things that you would store in an attic.
Is the floor dusty in any way, shape, and form?
Yes, and there are tracks all through it, especially heading to the door on the right-hand side.
I think we just follow the tracks. What do you guys think? Sneak up to the door and put your ear on it, brother.
Can we tell if we see any human footprints, or are they just
There are so many footprints and even drag marks, it's really difficult to tell.
Okay.
I'll go over to the door and I'll listen. See if I hear anything on the other side. Look through the keyhole. Lay on my belly. Look under the crack.
Show me your move.
Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second.
It's funny, clicking on different characters, people see differently. Like Rowan has night vision, so he can see the door. Gunther is having difficulty even seeing that there's a door there. But as he moves, he will notice that there is one. All right, through the door, you do hear sounds.
I think there's people on the other side. They sound like goblins. I think you should go in first, brother.
let me check my health real quick. How am I feeling here? All right.
Your health, let's see. Well, you can see it in the combat tracker.
Yeah.
Out of 20 hit points, you have 7 wounds.
Yeah. All right. I'm feeling fine.
I didn't think you were cowardly.
We're gonna open the door?
Can I roll check, see if there's any traps or anything on it?
Certainly. Investigation.
I was not prepared. Hold on. Where is that. There we go. Oops, shit. Overclick. Investigation. Oh, my dice tower isn't there again. It moves every time, Dwight. It drives me nuts.
If you ever launch the game in a small window and then make it larger later, that's why.
Yeah.
Make the game full-size window before you launch it, and it will stop doing that.
I don't know why it does that. It did it in a small window.
Whenever you launch the game from the smaller window, it will rearrange itself so everything fits. But if you make the game full size before you launch it, I don't know what you were trying to hit there, Ron.
I was trying to drag that down to my bar because I normally it doesn't. It's not for whatever reason not doing it. So
you don't find any traps at all.
All right, I think we crack the door open and take a little peek.
All right, just a moment. It's a big area.
All right, I'll go ahead and lead us in a little bit. Looks like there's some crates and stuff here. I want to kind of sneak around the side. Do you need me to roll sneak or anything, or?
Nope. However, just hang on. Things start starting to come into view. Just a minute. And over the crates. Just a minute. The tiled floors. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong. This large room seems to be the bulk of the attic. Old crates, boxes, and barrels about. One corner has been fenced off, and you can see several goblins, some female, huddled around a very old goblin. South of them is a goblin with a deep wolf. It says several. There's only one.
Do these look like our?
It is.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do these look like the friendly goblins?
The ones that are behind the barricade, yes.
Okay.
The ones in the room with you, no. It's time to roll initiative. They definitely see you.
But I'm such a sneaky dwarf.
Sneaky dwarfs in armor.
Why did I roll two?
So something's wrong. You rolled really high.
No, I'm ready to go.
However, you're still not first. Oh, I see. No, yeah, actually you are first. All right, you are the first to act. Now, one of the goblin looks enormous. Into view comes the largest goblin you have ever seen, huge and somewhat twisted. There's no question he's glowing some kind of sickly green. With him is a smaller one. This is a picture of that huge green glowing goblin to the north.
So the goblins radiated. I don't know. That didn't make any sense.
All right, you're the first to act.
All right.
Either just pull the door shut.
Just sneak back out.
Yeah, you could just shut the door and leave Stone Soul in there. He'll take care of it, right?
Excuse me.
You can have a long rest.
Not to bother you. We'll be leaving now. All right, hold on. Let me look at my spells.
Those crates are not all that tall. You will be able to shoot over them. You do see the goblin, don't you? The big one?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna bless and let them come to me first. So I'm gonna class bless on the party. Do you need me to target everybody? I think, right?
You target 3 people.
Right.
One of them can be yourself, but bless only hits 3 people.
Well, we'll forget about that dirty goblin. Or, I mean, dirty elf. Just kidding. Just kidding, Rowan.
I don't need it.
We're buddies. We're buddies now.
He's thinking you should. Oh, he did. That's how he did it, though.
All right, come and get him. I'll hold him.
You have your move, or you can stay where you are.
I think I want to like. Can I get cover for this? Like,
You could duck down.
would it give me some kind of cover from attacks?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, I want to do that.
All right.
And then I'll end my turn. Right.
You're scrunched down. He moves to here, targets Brother Stone Soul, and tosses a javelin at him. Hits him too. Wow, hits him hard.
But
However, you were successful and the bless holds. Rowan. Remember, you don't have to do your full movement. You can do little bitty movements so you can see what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna try to get through the door at least.
isn't a javelin throw at a disadvantage that close?
No, not that close. It
No.
would if he was a step closer, it would be.
Son of a bitch. I thought this crate was gonna save my life.
Well, he got around it, unfortunately.
I'll rip this
I'll
fucking.
clear the way so I can make sure that the other people can get through if they want to. I am going to use. Let me make sure I have it still. Do I still have my? Okay, I'm going to use my. Do we get? I've only used one hunter's mark since we've been here, right?
Yes.
I don't think I would have got that back at my rest anyway. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and use my hunter's mark on this guy as a bonus action.
Okay. Yes, you should
But
do
I
that.
I cast it on me. I am going to just drag it onto me. Does that work? Did it work? I don't think so. There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to target that guy. Shift click. Control click. There it is. Bay touch goblin. Love it. And arrow to the head.
Oh, that's a hit.
You're gonna kill it now. Watch out. Watch out, brother. Don't let it splatter on you.
Wounded
tried.
him anyway.
Yeah, he's a little hurt. All right, good luck, Godspeed, the rest of you.
The old goblin cannot move, but he's certainly watching very carefully. Steps to here and waits. Cannot move.
Get him! Bombs for all the long shakes! Right now! Get him!
Caden.
To the room. I'm just going to do a firebolt at this little guy. I think it's the move. Start things off.
Missed. You all, by the way, have restored inspiration when and if you decide to use it. I don't think I would use it then. Yeah.
Just get back behind Gunther.
Gunther.
Okay.
Council's in trouble up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my shillelagh on. Here.
All right, that's a bonus action.
Oh.
Wait. You have to target somebody before you have to be next to them before. That's good.
Okay.
You got your shillelagh.
I didn't hit the attack. I hit the cast, but
That's all right. That's all right.
oh, I don't have to do that.
Right. You don't have
Okay.
to do that until you attack with it.
Okay. Let's see. Well,
Stonesel's a bit in trouble if you have any spells
yes.
left.
I have 0. Think I'm going to go there.
There's bravery. Now you can target that twisted goblin and you can use the shillelagh. Control click. There. Oh, you had him. You lost him. Hit him again. There you go. You got him.
Got him. And cast.
Hit him. So this is damage on the shillelagh. Wait a minute. You cast at him again. You didn't do damage.
Okay. Yep, I hit the attack. Sorry. Let's see. Where
And now
there's damage.
It's set as a critical, but I'll just let it go. Heavy damage. Yeah, Fayde touched goblins are tough.
Nice shot.
Stone Soul.
All right, I'm gonna target this huge glowing goblin. Oh, I gotta untarget it. Is there a quick way to untarget people?
Control click. Or I can do it for you.
That's right, I got it. All right, target this big goblin, and I want to use my last spell, command.
Ooh.
And is it one word? Is that right? Am I thinking of it right?
Let's take a look. It's been a while since I've had a character used. Just a moment. You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. What's your command?
I'm gonna say run. So let me.
By the way, flee would be a better one, so it would run away from you.
Okay, flee is fine.
All right, so target him and roll your cast.
It's weird. Oh, I just click on it? Oh, there it goes.
He fails.
All right, I'm gonna use my initiative or whatever, or my inspiration.
No, he failed. That's a good thing.
Oh.
Don't use your inspiration. He failed. In other words, he is now going to have to flee.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Do I need to do anything else?
So, on his next turn, he will be fleeing.
Okay. So, question. Now, can I use my turn to move here? So when he does flee, I get an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. Is that as close? Is that good?
That's within range. Yes.
Okay.
Because of his size, that is within range.
I know I put myself out there to get hit though. Hold on. Actually, can I fit right there by chance, or is that barrel too much in the way?
Yeah, you could have scrambled to that point.
Okay, can I do that then? Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
You're still within range of both of them.
Cool. All right. That's it for me.
The Fayde Touch Goblin smells blood and continues to attack Stone Soul with his scimitar. Misses him, however. Rowan.
Okay. I am noticing a different player on the field. I hate mages, so I'm going to no longer target the one that they're on. I'm going to target the shaman.
I assume you can move your hunter's mark at will.
Yeah, my bonus action, I'll move the hunter's mark over to him. And shoot.
Hit. Goblin Shaman got hit.
Damage.
Killed him.
Hey, man, nice shot.
Perfect. Hey, man, nice shot.
One good shot. Excellent. The huge glowing goblin has to run away, which gives Brother Stone Soul an attack of opportunity.
This is a normal attack?
Yes. Hits him.
Oh, seriously. A 1.
At 5.
I know, but come on.
He runs as far as he can. Now, next turn, understand that he will no longer be under that command.
Right.
Listen, cannot move. The wolf pounces on Gunther with a bite. Misses him, however. Caden.
I'm gonna lob another firebolt. Hopefully, get this guy.
Missed him.
Oof. What does?
Do you want to use it?
Sure. Yeah. let's
You
go
have
for it.
inspiration.
Yeah. Let's burn it.
Roll it again.
Come on.
Hit!
There we go.
Yay.
Oh no.
What a shame.
All right. I will at least try and stay with the party a little bit.
All right, Gunther.
Let's take another. I'm gonna take another whack at this Fayde Touch goblin, and I'm having trouble telling on my screen whether or not I have him targeted.
Look at the combat tracker, and you can see targets. Fayde Touch. You have a target. Fayde Touch Goblin.
Ah,
You see
there
it?
it is. Yep.
You'll see it on the combat tracker.
Okay.
As a DM, oh wow. Wait a minute. You went straight to damage. You didn't roll to see if you hit him or not.
I'm sorry.
Just a
I was
moment,
so
let me-
excited that I remembered to click damage.
Let me bring him back. Just a minute.
Oh God!
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Now, you have to roll to see if you hit with the shillelagh. So cast with the shillelagh. Now, the reason you got extra dice is because of... Wait a minute. We have to take that back. When you hit him, it took him down prone. That's why that happened. Just a minute. We're going to have to do it one more time. Okay. Now roll the cast. There, that's normal. And you hit him. Now you can do the damage. And that took it out.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm going to.
The problem with moving is you have to, if you move too far, if you move away from that wolf's range, it gets an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah, I'm just going to move up here. So
That you can do. Brother Stonesoul. Hey, that command worked.
Yeah, it did. All right, I'm moving down here.
Untarget the big goblin. Oh, that'll give you advantage against the wolf.
All right, advantage. Swinging the longsword. Oh, wow. That's special.
Wow. This might be the time, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Roll that.
Pretty bad. All right, I'll use my inspiration or whatever it is. Oh, it's still checked from last time. We got it back though, right?
No, you get it back every session.
Okay.
I'll put it back.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, let's try that again.
Instead of awarding it during play, I give everyone inspiration every time, every session.
Gotcha. There we go. Look at that.
Critical.
Double 20s.
Wow.
Okay, I'm inspired.
Double rainbows. All right, we'll take it.
Just destroyed that wolf.
All right, end of my turn. This went from real bad combat to okay. We're doing all right.
Rolling.
All right, my turn. Here we go. I'm gonna move over here behind. Just kind of get more vision in the room, but I see that guy way down at the end. And his command has broke, right? He's headed back our direction, I imagine.
Yes, he will be.
Okay.
He's turned. He sort of shook his head. The command is no longer functioning on him.
All right. Before I shoot, I'm going to go, Pappy, is that you? To the old goblin in the pen.
You're a goblin. Respond. Yes, I am Pappy.
There you go. Okay.
Let me identify the old goblin now that you know who he is. That is Pappy.
All right. We're here to rescue you, is what I'll say. And then I'm going to shoot the guy.
You hit him. Nice. 6 points of damage. A huge glowing goblin comes to here. Targets Gunther and throws a javelin. Misses him, however. Caden.
I'm going ahead and let a magic missile rip on this guy.
Ooh, automatic hit.
And my last spell.
You have the spell slots. Oh, this is your last one?
Yeah. Oh, I clicked it before I used it. So there we go.
First damage. Heavy.
Nice.
Hit him again. Third time. Very good. Wait a minute. You only get 3.
Oh, my bad.
Hang on. Let me take those last 3 points off of him. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, it's not endless. You get 3.
Definitely not. Right. Let's try and leave him back here.
All right, Gunther. You are you only have 2 wounds. You've gotten through this really well for someone who doesn't have a lot of armor. Smart move. That will give Stone Soul a chance to get on the other side.
And let's take a swing at him.
Wait a minute. That was damage. Hold it. Stop everything. Just a minute. Let me figure that back out. Hang on.
He technically did hit him with the
points.
follow-up attack.
Yeah, but all right. I'll do it, but you got to roll your attacks first and not go straight.
That was my last time. I promise.
All right. There are goblins left, but they're all imprisoned behind a barricade, and none of them, in fact, they look like the species of goblin that Cord was.
I'll take that bet, Dave.
Now, Gunther may have trouble. Gunther probably has trouble seeing him with his range of vision. But Stone Soul, the rest of you should be, they're in the upper right-hand corner. That's where the voices came from.
Who speaks Goblin? Caden? Or Dave? It was Dave, wasn't it? Yeah, Gunther.
Turns out Pappy speaks Common.
Say he answered me.
Yes. Just a moment.
Hey, Cord sent us.
The old goblin calls out to you. Do not touch him, lest you become Fayde yourselves. About the corpse of the large one. I am Pappy, leader of the Fornos clan. I fear now that we few here is all that is left of our clan. I'm going to end initiative. Initiatives have been cleared. He's afraid that the few that are in there with him are all that's left of his clan, is what he said.
We'll let him know the of the rest of his clan that we met down in the mines.
Glarm is alive? That is good news indeed. So many humans we could not save. All the servants perished trying to save the nobles. However, Pappy opens the armoire, and out comes, just a moment, an older lady. Pappy nods to Silnix, who opens the lid of a barrel, and another person appears. He says, "We were able to hide these two."
Let uh, let them know that Glarm and the other goblins also rescued the younger son.
Oh my God. The old lady says, "Rickard is alive?" Mrs. Winslet claimed, "Oh, that's wondrous news." She said, "I am Mrs. Winslet, and this is my second son, Brad. My eldest and youngest son went with my husband to the Forsaken Iron Mines to meet with the goblins coming up from a new excavation in the mines. Alas, Pappy here told me that my husband and sons have perished at the hands of other goblins. It's wonderful to hear that Rickard is still alive."
Can we ask?
Pappy interjects. He goes, "I must congratulate Glarm on that feat. The Jurgens were hell-bent on slaying humans." Now, what were you going to say, Logic?
Just gonna ask what if they could explain to us what exactly happened and if they knew why they attacked and all that.
Are you asking Mrs. Winslet or Pappy?
Let's do Miss Winslet first.
Miss Winslet says, "We discovered goblins coming up from the mines, and they seemed friendly. Their leader was Pappy here, and they offered to help us build up on this island if we would afford them a place to live, and they would work for us and with us. My husband went to make this agreement with them. During the negotiations, the goblins were attacked by another clan from the deep. And what you see here has been the result of that attack." Pappy nods. "That was the Jurgens, yes. They must have followed us."
Pappy, what are the Jurgens doing? Why are they
Jurgens, like us, the Jurgens are trying to escape the Fayde. He said, "However, our plan was to come here and try to work with the humans and coexist with them. The Jurgens came here to try to slay them
Okay.
and take over the island. Our plan was to work with the humans and try to earn ourselves a place among them." Mrs. Winslet said, "Any of you that are left alive will have a place here," she says to Pappy. Yeah, Pappy continues, "We were fleeing the Fayde, but were attacked before we become established with the humans. We found that these humans are outcasts like ourselves."
Okay.
What is it you were fleeing the Fayde from?
Pappy says, "It is a plague creeping through the deep. It is easy to call the Fayde a disease, but I fear it is more than that. There seems to be intent behind it. Those affected by the Fayde are twisted mentally and physically. At first, it's just a hatred for anything not of your own kind. Later, some do not take to it and are slowly consumed by it, but not before becoming monstrous. The Jurgens had an orc that was obviously dying from the Fayde. Huge he was, his face and body distorted. He could hurl boulders like they were playthings. but some do take to the Fayde, and they become like the enemy's leader over there. Violent they are and hateful of everything not Fayde. Killed every human they could find. They seem to make exceptions of others that are also touched by the Fayde. The Jurgens were killing orcs in the deep, but did not kill the ones that were corrupted by the Fayde.
And you were warning us, mere contact with the Fade. If we were to touch that corpse over there, we'd be infected.
Pappy says, I don't know if that is true. I fear that is true. I don't know if that is true. I assume you guys are letting these out of the cage.
Yeah.
It really isn't that difficult to open.
Yeah, definitely.
So the goblins are all very happy to see you.
Can any of you heal a brother here? Took some damage there.
Brad
I've got nothing.
actually does have a healing potion. And gives it to you for, that'll be a total of 6 added back to Stone Soul.
All right, that's a start.
Now,
Any of you have any coin?
Mrs. Winslet notices the bow that Rowan is carrying, and she says, we gift you with everything left in our armory. We owe you and these goblins for saving our lives. We have a long task ahead of us rebuilding. Pappy interjects, my goblins will help you rebuild. We also owe you our lives. Miss Winslet says, my husband was in close with the Thieves Guild on the mainland, but lost faith with them when they planned to steal something sacred. He stole it himself to keep them from getting it. It was a very small chest of some great importance. He always kept it hidden. I have it now. He told me he knew not what was inside, and he never had the key, nor did he know where that key was. He did, however, know that the contents of the chest were of supreme importance to the Lornish Druids. This item was the cause of the downfall of our house. The Thieves Guild is in deep with the councils of the realm. They manipulated his banishment years ago and have sent several attempts to attack us here, trying to retrieve the item. But we have friends still in the guild that have warned us, so we were prepared. All of the attacks on us had failed. Mrs. Winslet produces a small chest from the small fold of her dress. Gunther, you are a druid. Please take this and return it to the rightful owners, the Lornish Druids. Keep it away from the Thieves Guild by all means necessary. She hands Gunther the ornate chest. Gunther, you recognize immediately that there are runes written on the chest. There are druid runes.
Can I read?
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
so I can read those. Okay. What do I see?
I just whispered it.
A Druhama tree.
You're saying that out loud?
Reading on the druid. I am not. I am not. Out of character, I was.
What's
Also, I will gladly pay you 50 gold in advance to bring Brad here to the town of Crossing, where the ship you came on is undoubtedly heading. He knows contacts in the kingdom of Moravan that can help us here on the Forsaken Isle. Although he is banished, as are all of House Raven, he was born here, so is not branded as I am. He knows not to display any token of House Raven, as that would be a death sentence for him in some places. This is Brad Winslet, who she is asking, in fact, offering to pay you to smuggle to the town of Crossing.
all right? Can you fight, Brad?
He smiles and said, yes, I can. Brad is about 19 years old, by the way. and he looks fairly skilled.
All right, we'll trade you for the elf here.
GQ.
Are you guys agreeing?
I'll look over the party and say I'm good with it if you guys are.
I
I'm for it.
am as well.
All right, and here is the parcel from Winslet. I'm going to put this in. Let's see. I'm going to give the item directly to Gunther because that's who she gave it to. Just a moment. Inventory.
There it is.
There's that. And to the party, she is giving you guys 50 gold. And so in the party inventory, I'm adding another 50 gold. So that takes you to 307 to take Brad to the town of Crossing. Mrs. Winslet says, when you reach Otak, Brad, let them know that if any folk are in need, we will always have work and food, a living for folks that do not have a way. There is much rebuilding to do here, and we have work for any in need. We pay in food and lodging and a good life in exile, not slaves, as they are free to leave at any time. Pappy asked the party if they would go by the mines on the way back. Please ask Garm to join you on your trip to Otak so he can act as emissary for us goblins to the islanders there. Glarm and Cord are my very best, and they have my trust.
Will taking a goblin with us be a good move into the town? I don't know how they're going to react.
It'll be a
Pappy
difficult
nods
task.
and said, Pappy nods and said, he says, be cautious.
We'll
He
make
says,
it work.
Is it?
Glarm is pretty good at talking to people.
All right, well, if we're getting 50 for...
He looks at you and says, he convinced you to leave Rickard with him, right?
Just verily. It'll be 100 gold for this trip. Is that okay?
Yeah, well, Mrs. Winslet said this 50 gold I have is all I have left.
I'm talking to Poppy. We're taking a...
Oh, Pappy doesn't
Yeah.
have any gold. That was all taken by the Jurgens.
I don't like taking a goblin with us. What do you guys think?
Pappy
Can
says
you lighten up?
it's important that the town know that the goblins that we goblins here on the island are not dangerous. That we're here to
They've
try to
proven
help.
themselves.
Lighten up, Stone Soul. We'll make it work.
Maybe Stone Soul is Fade touched. No, you're playing it exactly correct.
All right. I'll
All
go.
right, any further questions for Pappy or Mrs. Winslet? Brad is going with you. Pappy, Mrs. Winslet, and all the rest of the goblins are staying here.
Should we take a long rest before we leave, though? Can we ask if there's a place to stay to rest the night?
Excellent idea. They said, to tell you the truth, this attic is the cleanest place in the house right now. He says, we have a lot of work to do. All right, I'm initiating a long rest. This one will be completely safe. You guys have got your long rest? All right, let me...
Did someone say something about an armory?
You already...
Okay, that's done.
Yeah, you took care of that. She was looking at the elvish longbow that Rowan has.
Ah,
Yeah. If there's a moment where it's just a party together, I would like to ask Gunther what the writing on the box said. Gunther, can you read that writing? What's it say?
nothing. Nothing that would mean anything to you. It's just ancient druidic.
There we go. That was good. I liked that.
Can I roll intimidation and ask him again?
You want to roll intimidation against the player? Excellent. Target Gunther. No, yeah. Target Gunther. Roll intimidation. This is funny.
You want a dice tower?
Yeah. By the way, you are a little taken aback, Gunther, by Stonesel's. I mean, seriously taken aback by how intent he is on finding an answer to the question. It's up to you how you respond, but you are intimidated.
You don't have to worry. It's not treasure. It's not gold or shiny.
All right. I don't believe you, Gunther. I feel like you're lying. But we'll find someone in town who hopefully can read it for us. We'll figure out what the truth is.
Yeah,
What grounds do you think he's a lawyer?
Do you think you're going to show that chest to anybody? You after what I whispered to you, you realize what that is, right?
I do.
I've had some parties that I had to explain that word to.
Right.
It's like, okay, you understand what that is.
Yeah.
Which is indeed probably the most sacred thing to druids that you can possibly imagine. And that is what the Thieves Guild was going to steal, and House Raven stopped them by stealing it themselves. All right, we're back outside. The journey back will take a full day, but the island is pretty clear now, so we're not going to roll it out until you get back to the mines.
I don't have a map.
Greet you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I shared it. Here we go.
I may have closed it, my bad.
Glarm greets you and tells you that the task of sealing off the passage to the deep has been completed at last. And Glarm asks for news of Pappy.
50 gold. I'm just going to say it jokingly. Oh, he doesn't... Wait, does he understand me?
What?
Glarm?
Understand you when you said what?
50 gold. For the news.
Glarm has no gold.
Ugh, all right.
Yeah.
Brad tells Glarm that House Raven will always hold a place of refuge for the Fornos clan for saving his mother and brother. Glarm assigns Cord and a couple of escorts to bring young Rickard back to his family.
For all the shite he be giving the goblins, you sure are an extortionist.
I was going to say, I thought he was a paladin.
Gold makes the world go round, young men. You'll learn.
Glarm accepts the task of meeting the villagers of Otak and brings a couple of trusty goblins with him. So you have 3 goblins with you, Glarm being one of them. I'm not going to bother putting them in the party. And it takes you another day and a half to finally reach back to the village of Otak. The villagers of Otak are astounded and not very happy about your being in the company of goblins. Marcus says he will not accept goblins around Otak. Hodag cuffs Marcus to the ground and yells at him. Judge them by their race, do you? Do you judge me the same? Should I judge all men by the ones that banished me here? You remember Hodag is a half-elf. Marcus skulks away. Glarm says, we have our work cut out for us here, I see. I do not blame him. Let's start by building you a kennel. There are wolves in the woods that could be put to good use for your village, and my people are very good at catching and taming them. For every wolf we train for ourselves, we will train 2 for the people of the village of Otak. Let him be the first. Let the first be him that trusts us not. That might temper him a bit. The Otak villagers seem quite pleased with that prospect. Captain Fenton steps forward. Our ship has been repaired in your absence. The villagers helped a lot, and we helped them repair the damage after the goblin attack. We are ready to depart. So you guys are ready to get back on the ship. The party has just achieved level 3, and this is the end of Book 1, The Forsaken.
All right.
Nice.
We still have some time. If you guys want to level your characters now, we won't have to worry about it during the next week.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, you guys can follow along. I think I'll talk Stone Soul through it. He'll be one of the easier ones, and then you guys can follow along if you want to do the same. So open your character sheet, and on the main tab up at the top, hit the little gear where it says Paladin 2. And then you're going to hit level up. And then a new screen will open, and you can hit level up again. Could you share your screen, or is it possible for you to share your screen while you're streaming? I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, I can.
Or you can stop streaming because this is basically the end of its session. We're just going to level your characters now. Next session, we'll start with a new title sequence, by the way. The books get longer. The first book is fairly short, but the books do get longer as we go along. All right, just a moment. Okay, there we go. Yep, hit level up again. There we go. Level 1, Sacred Oath. So you need to read through that. So you are going to decide what oath you're taking. Each oath has a list of associated spells. You gain access to these spells at the level specified in the oath description. Once you gain access to an oath spell, you always have it prepared. Oath spells do not count against other things. So here are the 3 oaths. And you can hit the square, the box, to see which one they are. There's the oath, So I'll let you look through those 3 oaths. The other characters are probably seeing similar choices. Gunther, I highly recommend Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon is the one that is really bound to wild shape, which is something you really like.
Now, I think we're on 2014 rules,
Yes,
right? Player's
correct.
Handbook. Okay, so I got
2014.
that at level. I went to Circle of the Moon at level 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I have a thing about the new style of D&D. I don't like the way Wizards of the Coast, so I have not switched to the new one. I probably won't for any of these games.
Okay. Edit list class.
Which of those sounds like you?
I mean the Oath of Vengeance.
Oath of Vengeance. That makes you okay. That it sort of explains your character a little bit. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to go with.
All right, so you're going to get plus. Hit the plus sign on Oath of Vengeance. Boom. All right. Hit the plus sign on each of these so you can read them, what they are. So here's the Channel Divinity Vengeance. Open that. Hit the plus sign there.
I think that'll give it to me, won't it?
Oh yeah, you automatically are going to have it. No, you're just reading stuff.
Oh, I got you.
You gain the following spells: Abjure Enemy. Your holy symbol when you speak a prayer of denunciation. Choose one creature within 60 feet you can see, and the creature must make a wisdom saving throw unless it's immune to being frightened. On a failed save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
I like it. Immune to disease. All right, can't go wrong with that.
So at 3rd level, you're going to get Bane and Hunter's Mark. Wow. At 5th level, you'll get other spells, but you're going to get Hunter's Mark like Rowan has.
Interesting.
Puts extra damage on a ranged attack. Now, understand Hunter's Mark only works with ranged attacks.
Huh, yeah, I don't like that. I like to be up personal, but okay, that's fine.
All right. So you've got... Right, so those are 2 spells you're going to get. You're also going to pick a spell. So you can click on the Spells tab. And up at the top where it says Source, hit the large bar to the right of Source. Hit that. Scroll down and get Player's Handbook Legacy will do. And then under Named... No, I think that's right. So hit 1, not cantrips, but hit 1. This shows you the first level spells you can get. Some of them you already know, but you're going to be able to pick 1 spell. The square box will show you which spells they are. Is anybody else having difficulty and need my assistance?
Yeah, I think I will.
The Caden, you're going to get 2 spells, not 1.
Great. Awesome.
Same with Gunther. You're going to be able to pick 2 spells.
All right, if I share my screen.
Sure. I'm not looking at it at the moment, but if you have a problem, I will look at it. If you have a question.
Well, I hit the gear and it came up. The next little box comes up, and I hit level up, and it's not.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Yep.
Okay, see where it says over on level class Gunther, where it says level up?
Right here.
To the right? To the right, on the small screen. I'm looking at your character now.
Okay, yeah.
See where it says level up? Click on that.
Just did.
It didn't do it?
Says unable to import, unable to open class records, not loaded, druid.
Stand by.
Okay.
Hold it. Up on the far right, I want you to click where it says, all right, hang on. I have to go back to my screen. Click on tool.
Okay. A tool, yeah.
Oh, I know what's wrong. Shoot. Go to library.
Okay.
Click on modules.
Okay.
Activation.
Okay.
You need to activate the 5e effects coding. Shows a picture of some kind of a weird knight with sunglasses and a pink background. 5e effects coding class features, feats, race traits, and spells. Load all 4 of those.
Done.
Then scroll down and load the player's handbook. That's why it isn't working.
Okay.
D&D player's handbook. This is a new computer. I'm shocked you've been able to play at all.
Hey, let's just say that was the problem earlier when I was trying.
Are all of those loaded?
They are, and then at the bottom.
Okay, close your character screen and reopen it.
Okay.
Now let's try that. Hit the gear and hit level up.
Hit the gear, level up.
Let me go and look at your. Did you click on it?
I did. It gives me the same thing.
Okay. Did you update Fantasy Grounds?
I did today.
That's just weird. All right, hang on. Let me. Okay, don't level up anymore. I'm going to level your character.
Okay.
Just a moment here. Let me see if I have a problem.
Let me check those modules. They are.
No,
yeah, they're still loaded.
Import. Class records not loaded.
Do I need to restart the session or something?
I'm not sure what the problem is.
Okay.
Go back to activation. It may be you have to restart the session after loading all of that stuff. So you loaded the D&D players. Okay, well, let me look at your screen while you go to the activation tab.
Okay, and is that showing up for you now?
Yes, I see it all there. You have everything you need to play. All right. If I were you, I would log out of this session and log back in. It may not have accepted because you didn't have it when you first logged in.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Going back to Logic. Logic, which spell are you taking? Oh, he is. He's still looking at him.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? I was focused on reading.
Whoa! Thunderous Smite looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I think.
Caden, I kind of assume you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering about a rule. I think
Sure.
I know. I don't think this is going to work, but I just saw something called Dragon's Breath, which is something I can apply to someone else to give them an action to breathe, fire like a
Good
dragon.
grief! Wait a minute. That's a first level spell.
It's second level. I just unlocked second level spells.
Oh, okay. And you had up at the top. Did you pick the under source? Did you pick D&D Player's Handbook Legacy?
5e effects coding spells legacy.
No, I want you to go to the D&D Player's Handbook Legacy.
Oh, okay.
The reason I'm asking this is because he will put things from other books that are not included in the Fayde, and I have a feeling that
Got it.
spell is going to disappear.
Okay, yeah, it's gone.
That's not. Yeah, I didn't think that. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's coming from Xanthar's or one of those other books that we aren't using.
Okay.
Do I just hit?
I will switch.
Sorry.
Did you pick a spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that Thunder Smite. Do I just hit commit now?
All right, commit.
Okay.
And then save, and then let me take a look at your character. Stone Soul is 3rd level. You're up to 28 hit points.
All right, and he does.
I want to look at your actions and make sure you have You have Thunderous Smite. It did not give you the 2 spells that you're supposed to get, though. They always screw this up. So let me add those spells. Just a minute. I have to go back into your character to see. It said you got these new spells, and then it didn't give them to you. Paladin. Let's scroll down here. You're going to get, Oath of Vengeance, Tenets of Vengeance, and under Oath of Vengeance, hang on, Oath. Here we go. Oath spells Vengeance, Bane, and Hunter's Mark. Let me give you those 2. You're going to love Bane. You already know how it works. You know how you bless the party, Eric?
Yeah.
Bane is the exact same thing in opposite that you cast on your enemies. And it takes away from their attack rolls.
Oh, nice. Okay.
No joy.
No joy. That's a skill. Wait a minute. No, that's a spell. Here it is. I'm still shocked that he gets Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, that seems like a weird move, but
Okay, you've got it.
thank you, sir.
Hunter's Mark and Bane. So the way you bless a party Bane is basically you can curse the enemy, which if you hit the square next to Bane,